For most people, the world feels solid. We rely on the sky staying above us, time moving forward, and physics remaining permanent. Yet across different cultures and generations, people have documented the same experience, a single second where reality seems to stop behaving normally. We usually dismiss these moments as stress or coincidence because the alternative is difficult to confront. A predictable reality is comforting. An inconsistent one is terrifying. There are specific recurring reports of reality failing, objects appearing in impossible places, people experiencing lost time, and physics briefly freezing in place. For centuries, these reports remained isolated, local stories, but the internet allowed millions of people to compare their experiences for the first time. Hidden among ordinary conversations, people found identical details. They were describing the same delayed world, moments where their surroundings seemed to load a fraction of a second too late. When thousands of unconnected people describe the exact same anomalies, the focus shifts from individual hallucination. The consistency suggests these aren't tricks of the mind, but repeating patterns in the environment itself. We see the blueprint for this in our own technology. We create digital worlds where artificial characters move through environments governed entirely by invisible code. If an advanced civilization creates simulated realities, and those create their own, simulated worlds will eventually outnumber the original. Statistically, this makes it highly improbable we live in the base reality. We are likely just another node down the chain. If we are living inside a computational structure, then our universe should logically contain verifiable evidence of that software. One potential piece of evidence is the Mandela effect, where large groups of people share identical, vivid memories of history that directly contradict every physical record. Simulation theory recontextualizes this from a psychological quirk into a computational one. It suggests these shared errors are artifacts of a system-wide data overwrite. These collective memories may be instances of consciousness detecting a system patch or update before the new historical data has completely replaced the old. We can also look at the hard limits of physics. Specifically, we have to ask why the universe has a strict maximum speed limit, the speed of light. In any computational system, there is a maximum speed at which information can be processed. This suggests the speed of light may be a universal speed cap, a limit built into the architecture to keep the simulation from outrunning its own processing power. These boundaries prevent the system from crashing, functioning as an unbreakable rule of the code rather than a random fact of nature. Perhaps the most direct evidence is the quantum observer effect, which shows that at its most basic level, reality behaves differently when it is being watched. Before observation, a subatomic particle exists as a wave of potential states. It lacks a fixed location until a witness is present. The moment it is observed, it collapses into one state. It's as if reality waits for an audience before deciding what to become. This behavior aligns with the logic of video game rendering engines, which leave off-screen environments unloaded to save memory, only materializing them when a player looks in that direction. The unavoidable conclusion is that the universe behaves computationally, rendering physical matter in real time only when it is absolutely necessary. If matter only solidifies upon observation, then our world is not primary. It is a secondary structure built on mathematical patterns and information. Moving from physics to philosophy, this architecture carries a heavy consequence. A system built on code is, by definition, a product of design. And a design implies an architect who understands every rule and variable within it. This changes the nature of the glitch. The fear isn't that a bird froze or a building disappeared. It's the sudden awareness that the system produces these errors because it is being run. The true dread of a glitch is the realization that if there is an architect, they may be watching the code, and for 1 second, you caught them looking back